So today on Lisa's live stream, we're talking more about what you have to do as an author to promote your books, which is a topic we covered a few weeks ago, and I vlogged about it, but there's just a lot to unpack here. And I'll be honest, I'm leaving on Friday to go to Seattle, and I just felt like it's been a while. It's been a few weeks since I've vlogged, and I just kind of wanted to check in with you guys, say hi, let you know how everything's going. And the only reason I haven't been vlogging is because I'm just kind of plowing through these deadlines, and I haven't really had a good topic that I wanted to talk about. But I think the conversation we're going to have today, I'm probably going to have a lot more to say about it. So in our first little 5-minute warm-up sprint, I just wanted to kind of check in with you guys and let you know what I've been doing. I had this month, the month of June, I had a ghostwriting draft to turn in, done. I had an outline to turn into another client, done. And I have a book coaching client, and we have a proposal, which is going to include both sample chapters and a pitch and full chapter by chapter outline. And that is actually done, although there's a lot of cleaning up I have to do, especially in the outline, like a really careful proofread, which is basically what I'm doing today. So that's where things stand. I mean, my brain, not gonna lie, in vacation mode already. But the good thing is that I'm as excited as I am to just not have any work, absolutely nothing to do for the next week and a half. I'm also really looking forward to when I get back and I get to plan out the rest of July and August and my work schedule, because I have, as I think I told you guys before, I have committed myself to one ghostwriting project, a historical fiction piece, which actually I have a couple of books here that I'm going to be taking with me to Seattle to do my research. And then my mystery book, finally, because I'm very excited to get back to that. And I'm actually really looking forward to when I get back from vacation, getting real nerdy with the calendar and the schedule and figuring out, exactly how much I'm going to work on each one each day and getting that all set up, because I like doing that. And honestly, I have some other stuff in the works too that I'm just really looking forward to diving into. In fact, just yesterday, I think I can go ahead and talk about this. I don't think this is going to be something I have to keep super hush hush for a while, but I can't share all the details yet because I think it's probably going to be a couple of months until there's an announcement. But you guys know I have those 3 middle grade books with Scholastic, My Outer Half, The Dog's Meow, and Somebody to Love, and it looks like there is going to be a 4th, and I just got the offer yesterday. I had spent most of May, I think, working on just a very brief proposal for that. It wasn't a massive outline because I've done enough work with them, I think, at this point, that my editor was like, a synopsis will do. So more details on that to come. I will tell you, as great as the puns are in those first 3 titles, I think the pun of this title is next level. It's all my editor. It wasn't me. This was his idea. It's great. It's just another fun animal friendship story. So I'm excited to tell you guys about more of that. But one of the best things about the offer, honestly, was that the proposed deadlines for me for turning in the first draft and then the completed edited draft is very doable and later in the fall, so I can still take this summer to focus on my book, because guys, I really want to finish that book to prove to myself that I can do it. And I also want to start querying. I'm really ready to put myself out there and see what happens and fully accept that it might not happen, and if it does happen, it might take a really long time. I just really want to get this going. Anyway, so we've got 20 seconds left on this warm-up sprint, and I've warmed up my vocal cords and not much else, so let's get to it.
Emotional stuff and a lot of things that I guess are interesting to the author, but may not necessarily be, wow, I'm intrigued to look at more of this.
Well, I can answer that as a former publicity director, because I used to tell authors all the stuff they needed to have on their website. So you should have, you should have your most recent book. You should have a way to order it. It should not just be Amazon. You should have buy buttons to the top 7 retailers. So, and you can either do that through some sort of a universal link like Books to Read, or you can put up the individual buttons. But the last thing you want is for the Barnes & Noble rep to be or Barnes & Noble manager to be looking at your website to see whether or not they want to bring you into their store, and the only links you have in your website are for Amazon. Definitely want to do some sort of link or sign up for your newsletter. That should be something. Like, you want to snag those people if they're interested enough to come to your website. You want to keep them forever, so that you can let them know what else is happening. And you know, a lot of times people will put their social media on their websites, which I think is a good thing to do if you're active on social media. It's just another good way to stay connected. But for me, I want my website to be a trap rather than sending them somewhere else. So there's a lot of times there's no crossover. So I don't know why we think that magically doesn't apply with books.
Especially because, like, you know, like we always say, we should only do the ones we enjoy. And we forget that applies to our audience. Everybody has social media they enjoy and they don't enjoy. Yeah, like I don't go follow, there's so many YouTubers I follow religiously have Instagrams, and I don't follow any of them because I don't care about Instagram and I don't care what they're doing over there. It's nothing against them. It's just like, that's not my thing. I think my problem with the starving artist thing, well, I have a lot of problems with it, but the perception of it that's out there makes people think it's okay to do things like come to us and ask for free things. Like, we're not expected to be paid for our creative output. You know, I just, like, I don't know, it's like a little self-fulfilling prophecy.
Or there's the argument that you already make enough money, so you should just give it away.
Right.
Or that if you're that if you expect to make a living from your writing, that you've somehow been like commercially corrupted.
Right.
Right. You can't be creative and eat and pay your mortgage.
So we wrapped that up with a really interesting question that Lisa asked, because we got into a discussion where a lot of people in the chat were sharing that they really thought, especially in the beginning of their journey as an author, that they had to do all the things, be present, at least present on all the social media platforms, which very few people, I think, can do successfully and enjoyably, unless you have like a team of people managing it for you. It's not, I think all of us have the platforms that we kind of like and we enjoy being on, and the ones that we don't want to have anything to do with, right? And so Lisa's question, right before our last sprint, she said, okay, if you had to pick one thing to give up, let's everybody pick one thing we're going to quit and do that right now. And like, think about it during the sprint and then tell us. And I was thinking about it during the last sprint. I was working on proofreading that proposal. And I was thinking, well, at first I thought the only thing I really do is I have a website, which I don't do, that takes zero maintenance. So of course I'm not going to get rid of it. I have YouTube. I don't want to get rid of YouTube. I very much enjoy doing YouTube. And I was like, I don't think I do anything else. And then I realized there is one thing that I technically have. And Lisa went on a spiel about this in the beginning because she is a big advocate for this. And she's right. It's very important. And that is a newsletter. So when we came back and she asked me, what's the one thing you'd quit? I was like, would you kill me if I said newsletter? Because here's the thing. I technically have a newsletter. I can't remember where. I think I'm actually getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which is really great. And I've sent newsletters in the past, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's been 6 months. I honestly don't know if I have sent a newsletter in 2022. I can't think of anything that I've sent. And the thing is, I don't necessarily want to quit having a newsletter. I'm not going to. I mean, that, you know, it's not stressing me out, but I don't know what to do with it. And I know part of it is just, you know, if you have an announcement, a book deal, a sale, whatever, it's just to share with your readers. But I'll be honest, even with authors that I like, that maybe it's because I don't connect with a lot of newsletters as a fan of other authors. That's just not, it's not something I enjoy as a reader, so I don't know what to do with it as an author. But, you know, I would like to do something with it. I like the idea of having, even if it's just like once every 2 weeks or even once a month, sending out a newsletter with an update, with some writing tips, with some, you know, here's what I'm working on right now. Or maybe it could be something else entirely. So I'm just going to ask you guys, especially if you already subscribe to my newsletter and you're used to getting a fat lot of nothing from me every week. What would you like to see in it? What do you think, like when you think about author newsletters that you subscribe to that you really enjoy because they do something really unique and cool, what is it? Do you get like an inside peek at their writing? Do you like to see snippets of what they're actually working on? Because I wouldn't mind doing that. You know, I've even shared some of my writing on my YouTube channel before, which is public. I definitely wouldn't mind sharing little snippets of it in a newsletter, but I don't know if that's anything anybody's interested in, and I don't have any other ideas. So I'm asking you guys, what would you like to see? Please let me know in the comments below. What kind of newsletters do you like from authors? And I think I'm trying to think if I have any other updates for you guys, but really that's it for now. I will have, hopefully sometime later this summer, more details about this book offer that I got yesterday, which I'm very excited about, of course. And there's one other thing. I've kind of hinted at this before. I know this is kind of annoying. There is another thing that's been going on in my book coaching, ghostwriting part of my career. You guys know I can only be so transparent with that. There has been something going on there the last couple months that I think I'm actually going to be able to talk about publicly after a certain point. And I'm very excited about it. And yeah, so just hopefully some more exciting things happening on this channel in the next couple of months. But like I said, I will be on vacation next week and may or may not vlog. Right now I'm thinking probably not, but I don't know. If I feel like it, I will. And after that, I want to get back to regular vlogging this summer, as well as keep going with that scammy writing course series. And because that had a really good response, and I still have a whole lot more I want to say about scammy writing courses, and getting that multi-POV novel course massive video edited and uploaded, which is going to take a while, but I think that's going to be a really, probably the best writing workshop video I've ever done. It's just going to be like an hour long, seriously. So getting that done, there will be more content on this channel to come. Thank you for indulging me in the little kind of pseudo hiatus I've been on. I remember what I wanted to say. While I haven't made videos in the last couple weeks, I have been on YouTube. I was on Stephen Aryan's channel last week. We did a live stream talking about just a lot of publishing stuff, especially social media and what authors have to do and what they don't have to do. And if you don't, he hit 1,000 subscribers during the live stream, which was super awesome. If you don't follow Stephen, please do, because he is a traditionally published author living in the UK. And I really love his videos about traditional publishing because he has brought it to my attention that while I, as a person with zero self-publishing experience, I try really hard not to, give too many opinions or thoughts or especially advice on self-publishing on this channel because it's not my area of expertise and I just don't know. Apparently there's a lot of misinformation out there in the self-publishing world about traditional publishing, as in people who have zero experience with traditional publishing spouting out myths as facts. And Stephen does a great job addressing those and providing the reality of the situation. And we got into a really good talk about that, and it's honestly inspired me for some other video topics that I might want to talk about someday. So anyway, go follow Stephen. I will link to his channel in our chat down below. And then also I was on the, oh no, I forgot what it was called, Kidlit Social Hour. That was it, which is a webcast. It was absolutely fantastic. It was so well organized, and the replay of that is also up on YouTube, so I will link that down below. It was about how to pitch your novel, but we got into a lot of other stuff. It was a live Zoom call, and there was a bunch of people, like 100 attendees in the chat, asking great questions. We covered a lot of stuff, so I will link to that down below as well. And yeah, hope you guys are having a great summer. Let me know how it's going. Keep me updated on everything that's going on with you and your writing and your life in the comments below. And I will see you guys after my vacation with more videos. Bye.